Hello future tech leaders, I'm Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
So today, let's book time tracking with the project. So let's say there are two ways to enter the time. Either we can go to transactions employee and we can go to track time. Adam. Let's say duration. Let me select the customer. So what's the customer name? Customer name is 33 Canada. Canada. Okay. Your time. Adam. Okay, no, I can't. For the other assignments, I have to enter for myself. Okay. Hum. Before I continue. So can you see the cost? It is coming from the particular labor, but others are blank. Also, I think yes. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's a different. So just I'm telling you, okay, either you can go to our task section employees and directly you can open the task or go to the this time packing tab. So basically all the employees must have the network access to enter the time. Okay. It's not something like, for example, let's take an example of the vendors. Once we have the advanced performance, okay, and we request for code from the next week and it goes to the vendor. So when they can log into the next and submit their quotation for the any service or any goods which we are about to purchase, vendor can submit the quotations. But that particular role which we assign to our vendors, or you can say we can assign we can have the 1,000 vendors or we can have 2,000 vendors. So it is okay. So it is okay. So it is so it is okay. So it is okay. So it is. So we have some information and we are building information. Yeah. Okay. So enrolling center, right? Okay. This employees 5 employees center. So you can provide employees enter row 25 employees. But if there are more than 100 employees, then we have to purchase that employee center. So the full license holders are different. Employee center is only for entering the time and basically submitting any expenses itself. So that is used. Employee center role is used for that. Okay. And yeah, if I go to the setup user role and manage role, so there is one customer center and there must be so you can see there is a vendor center. Okay. Yeah, vendor center, yeah. So we will assign this particular role to the vendor so he can just log in into the NetSuite and submit their quotations. Okay. Okay. So the whole process is that transaction purchase, it is not in this particular account. Again, so what happens? There is an option like enter requisition. Okay. We enter a requisition, then there is an option like ask a quotation from the vendor. So in that quotations form for our transaction, we select the vendors from which we are about to take a quotation. We can select like multiple vendors, 3-4 vendors there. So quotations and a link will go to the particular vendor on a vendor email, and after login to the NetSuite, vendor can submit their quotations. Oh, okay, I see, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's check if you have the access for sharing the screen, okay. I would like to enter some time, but you have to assign yourself as a resource in this. Okay? Okay, so you can enter the time and then we will move further towards the into the project. Okay, yeah. We will go into. We have like around 20-30 minutes now, so we will take a different topic. Okay. So let me go to a different topic here. So basically, safe searches. What are safe searches in the NetSuite? Let me give an example. So I am going on purchase order list. The transaction purchase order list. So this particular view, okay, is like a search view, okay, which you can customize according to your own, and you can add your own columns, okay. And so basically, safe searches are the customized report. Customized reports, okay, you can create a search. Okay, what you need, what information you need, and which transaction you require, and if you require any transaction. Customer, you can create the safe search. So there are multiple. Either you can create a search from directly from the page which you have. For example, I am on a purchase order. I can click on the search button here. Table enter bill. So as you can see, I am on a new vendor bill. Okay, I am getting a search option. I am on a purchase order list. I am getting a search option. I can go to a report save searches. Oh, and new search, basically new search, okay. So in any transaction that is new, obviously on any page you get a search. Create two options to create a search. So I can click on the search button. There are so many options, but you just need to go to a create safe search. Oh, create safe search, okay. So a safe search page will open. There is a criteria option there, like the type is purchase order. And if we go to the result tab, we get the result. So that there's some standard field available here, and we can remove all and we can create a search according to our requirements. So or either like I can go to a report, I can go and click on the new search. So there are options available in the new search, okay. There are so many options there. For example, I want to create a safe search on the transaction. So I will click on the transaction. I will go to create safe search. Then I will select the type. Okay, so let's say I want to create a safe search on the vendor. So I can set the other criteria also. So most common criteria used with any transaction is a mainline. Okay, once you work as a functional percentage, you get most of the things to be seen as mainline. Okay, so what is mainline? Yeah, mainline. Okay, yeah. So what is mainline means? Basically, in any transaction, there is a body fields and there is a line field. Okay. So once you keep the mainline true, okay, the search will show according to the body. Okay. And it will not much. It will not have the results it will have, but not all the fields related to the line, the intersection lines. And once we keep the main line false, we can have the main line results, like we can have the line level results also. And so yeah, so that's we can create a search. So let me select the mainline false now. And we can go to results. So these are some standard fields there. So just let me preview my safe search. Okay. So this is my safe search. File 5. Yeah. So now one thing I think you can see there is one internal ID 10 and 85 and 85. Yeah, and both these lines. There is only one pill only, but it is coming in two lines. So reason is there are two lines in the item. Sorry in the transaction. So it is showing that twice in particular for the particular transaction. So how we can bring this in the one instead of two? So what we can do is we can go to the return to criteria. We can basically group the OK. Oh, okay, group. I will remove this. Take this. but we don't have to group anyone. So what happens is basically we have to provide a summary for the field. Right? Okay? And mainly the text type of field we group and the number field. Either we keep it some minimum, maximum, average. Okay. So the number type field. We have the different type of settings there. So name should be grouped and any more report. So many views. Now if I open this thing, I think I forgot the I think it was a Dell laptop. Now if I want to go online, just bring me an ID. It was Vanderbilt number 13 and it was built with tectonics. We can do that. The standard reports are not much fulfilling the customer requirement. Mainly if I talk about India. Still US customers accept that particular report. For example, we can open this tile balance. So once we get the tile balance, we get as of March 2024, we get debit credit, or I can go and look as a refresh. Either we can see the total tile balance there. But basically the Indian NetSuite customers, they want tile balance like that. It's opening then transactions for the particular month. Then the closing balance. NetSuite does not provide like that. Right. So only option left is to customize the new report. Either with the help of safe searches or either with the coding with the help of technical resources. These are the standard reports, so it happens. In the implementations, you will face a lot of issues like that. So safe search is the most common used tool. Once you have been hands-on on the NetSuite, you can use safe searches. You can learn on your own how to get the results. I need a field value into my search. But in a certain way, so that value is not properly coming. So even I can get the formula also. For example, I can have my own formula there. Okay. These are the formulas available here. Oh, I see. Okay. So you must have the SQL knowledge also. So it query. Okay. A little bit of that knowledge to understand these formulas. Or maybe once you start gaining experience being as a consultant, you will learn more about these formulas. So we use daily. We create a lot of safe searches and on a daily basis. There are lots of fields like we don't. Here comes like automatically. We have to get that value from somewhere. Because we are working on something which was not easy to get. I am still working on that, okay? Oh, but yeah. So, one of the most requested ones. Yes, being a consultant, I do also get some time, okay? And different things. So, just to show you what I was doing yesterday. So, you can see this pricing schedule. Yeah, okay. No, there is a different pricing schedule. We have corporate radar. We have Diwali. It's a percent discount. But I can enter the okay, price. So, alternate price. One, let's say 100. Or basically, these are the price level categories. Okay, which we can create from the list accounting. So, not there. Set up accounting list. We can filter all the there's a new price level. That's it. Overhead. Oh. So that's it. Now I get the overhead. Okay, so let's say I am entering the 200. Okay. And what is base price 100? So it is 100 and 200. If I save this AC training classes, my functions worked in OSIS. So here we have the price level. So base price is coming. Yeah, if I change to the Y, it's not coming over here. Okay, I get over here. Yes, it's like the price changes. Okay. So where I said that I want to create a safe search so I can get all the price levels against that item. All the price levels. Yeah, I was getting that. But I was getting in the rows. Let's say I have 5 different price levels. So I was getting in the rows form instead of columns. Okay. So I was working on that only yesterday. So like me. So basically we get the different type of challenges every day, but a safe search is a way to go. So once you start experiencing in your career, then you will see that you will get a lot of safe searches, different type of searches, but not from the customer side. But you will figure that okay. Okay. Oh, just one. For our own convenience, you mean, like for our. So let's say if you work on any solution, okay? So most of the solutions will go from the safe searches only. Oh, right. Because if the customer is asking something which is not their interest, then they will okay. So let's say we have a solution, okay? So let's say we have a solution. 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 So yes, the same question we can ask says, when we upload the says frame port for the consolation. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's say I want to upload any transaction with this particular item. Okay. I can. Yeah, or in manually entering the item name in my CSV import. Okay, but if I take an internal ID, let's say 21. So yeah, it will get automatically updated. I mean, they are actually updated, right? So we use internal IDs in the scripts in the while uploading the CSV import. So it is much beneficial instead of using the names number of any like. If I want to upload sales invoice for this particular customer, this general system, then also instead of using this customer name, I will try to use the internal ID. Which is creating which is teeny. Yeah. So an internal ID you will get with every page you will have. This is internal ID. Okay, with every entity. Yeah, okay. If it is not visible, so it means like this particular preference show internal IDs unchecked. Oh, I'm sure. Okay, you can take that and you will have that internal ID option. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.